Most men believe they must do more to be noticed, talk more, explain more, react more. But Stoic philosophy teaches the opposite. Calm is not passivity. Calm is presence, and presence is magnetic. The calm man does not chase attention because attention naturally orients toward him. While others leak energy through anxiety, urgency, and emotional noise, he remains centered, and that contrast alone makes him stand out. In a world addicted to reaction, stillness becomes rare, and rarity creates attraction. Calm signals something deeper than confidence. It signals self-command. When a man is calm, he communicates that his emotions are not easily shaken, his identity is not dependent on approval, and his sense of self does not rise or fall with external validation. People feel this immediately, even if they can't explain it. Calm tells the nervous system, this man is grounded, and grounded men feel safe, strong, and quietly dominant. This is why the calm man becomes irresistible without trying. He does not perform, he does not rush, he does not need to be loud to be felt. His presence carries weight because it is undisturbed. Others unconsciously slow down around him. They listen more closely, they reveal more. Calm creates gravity, and gravity pulls without effort. In this video, you're going to understand why Stoic calm transforms how others perceive you, why emotional control is more attractive than charisma, and why the man who masters presence never needs to prove anything. If this resonates, like the video, comment that you're choosing calm over chaos, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, and turn on notifications to become a Stoic soldier. Because calm is not weakness, it is the highest form of strength. Emotional control is one of the clearest signals of power a man can project. Power is not loud. Power does not rush. Power does not need to convince. When a man remains calm under pressure, others instinctively sense that he is not operating from fear. His reactions are measured, not automatic, and that restraint communicates something deeply attractive. He is in command of himself. Stoic philosophy places self-mastery above all other forms of dominance because whoever controls his inner world cannot be controlled from the outside. Most people are ruled by their emotions. They react before they think. They speak to release tension. They seek validation to regulate insecurity. When someone enters a room calm, steady, and unaffected, it disrupts that pattern. Others begin adjusting unconsciously. Their voices soften, their posture shifts. Emotional control creates authority because it establishes a higher frame, one where chaos cannot penetrate easily. This is why emotional restraint often feels intimidating. It exposes imbalance without accusation. When someone is calm while others are reactive, the contrast is undeniable. The calm man doesn't need to point out weakness, it reveals itself. His silence carries more meaning than arguments ever could. He becomes the emotional reference point, the one others measure themselves against without realizing it. Stoic presence teaches that power is not about domination, but about containment. When you can hold your emotions without leaking them into the environment, people feel your strength immediately. Emotional control is attractive because it promises stability, clarity, and depth. And depth, quiet, unshaken depth, is irresistible. Stillness is uncomfortable for people who rely on noise to hide from themselves. When a man remains calm and unmoving, emotionally and energetically, others are forced to fill the space. They talk more, they explain more, they reveal more. The calm man doesn't interrogate, pressure, or provoke. His presence alone creates a mirror, and in that mirror, people show their insecurities, intentions, and emotional maturity without being asked. Most manipulation depends on reaction. It needs emotional feedback to survive. Stillness removes that feedback. When you do not react, people escalate or collapse. They test boundaries, they search for cues, and in that process, their true nature becomes visible. Some respond with respect and curiosity, others with anxiety or control. Stillness doesn't create behavior, it exposes it. Stoic philosophy teaches observation before judgment. The calm man watches patterns instead of reacting to moments. He understands that words are easy, but behavior under stillness is honest. When people speak into silence, they reveal what they value, what they fear, and how they relate to power. And this information comes freely, without confrontation or effort. This is why calm presence is so effective. You do not need to demand truth when stillness invites it naturally. People show you who they are when they are not being managed, reassured, or entertained. The calm man simply observes, and in observation, he gains clarity. And clarity is the foundation of real attraction and real strength. The calm man never competes for attention. He does not raise his voice, exaggerate his emotions, or perform to be seen. He understands that attention chased is attention devalued. Instead, he remains composed and self-contained, and that restraint draws eyes toward him naturally. In a world where everyone is trying to be noticed, the man who is at ease without being noticed becomes impossible to ignore. Attention flows towards stability. People are drawn to what feels grounded because most live in a constant state of internal tension. The calm man offers contrast. His presence feels like relief. Others slow down around him, listen more carefully, and feel compelled to engage, not because he demanded it, but because his energy stands apart. Calm becomes a signal of depth, and depth invites curiosity. Stoic presence removes the need to impress. When you are centered, you no longer seek approval or validation. That independence changes how others perceive you. You appear selective rather than needy, intentional rather than reactive, and selectivity creates value. People want what is not desperate for them. Calm men attract attention because they do not beg for it. The disciplined man understands this instinctively. He invests his energy inward, not outward, and as a result, his presence grows heavier. Conversations orbit him. Respect accumulates quietly. Calm becomes his signature, and what is rare, grounded, and self-contained will always draw attention, without ever asking for it. Chaos is drawn to stability the way turbulence seeks still water. People living in emotional volatility are instinctively pulled toward those who appear grounded, calm, and unmoved. The calm man becomes a point of balance in a world of fluctuation. Others may not understand why they are drawn to him, but they feel it. Stability feels safe. Stability feels strong. Stability feels like something solid to hold on to when everything else feels uncertain. Most people unconsciously look for emotional regulation outside themselves. They gravitate toward those who seem centered because calm offers relief from inner disorder. This is why chaos chases stability. When you remain calm, you become a reference point others seek to orient themselves around. They mirror your pace, your tone, your energy. Without effort, you influence the emotional environment simply by being steady. Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength is unshaken by external disorder. The calm man does not absorb chaos. He neutralizes it. His composure slows emotional escalation. His presence diffuses tension. And because he does not feed chaos, chaos has nowhere to attach. Instead, it circles, seeking equilibrium. The disciplined man understands that attraction often comes from contrast. When you are calm in a storm, you stand out without announcing yourself. Others feel the imbalance and move toward correction. Stability becomes irresistible because it promises peace, and peace, in a restless world, is magnetic. Psychological safety is one of the most powerful yet overlooked forces of attraction. When a man is calm, grounded, and emotionally steady, others feel safe in his presence. Not because he reassures them with words, but because his behavior is consistent. Stoic presence communicates reliability. People sense that this man will not overreact, explode emotionally, or create unnecessary chaos. And that sense of safety creates trust almost instantly. Most people live in a state of emotional unpredictability. They are unsure how someone will respond, what mood they will be in, or how stable the interaction will feel. The calm man removes that uncertainty. His presence becomes predictable in the best way. He responds thoughtfully, not impulsively. He listens without rushing to dominate the conversation. This steadiness allows others to relax, open up, and reveal more of themselves. Stoic philosophy emphasizes acting in accordance with reason rather than impulse. When you embody this, your presence signals maturity. Emotional safety does not come from constant affirmation. It comes from emotional consistency. People trust those who are not ruled by mood swings or reactive behavior. Calm becomes a container that holds space without judgment or volatility. The disciplined man understands that safety is not created by control, but by composure. When you are centered, others feel permission to be centered too. Conversations deepen, tension dissolves, and attraction grows quietly, not through excitement, but through trust. Stoic presence creates a space where others can breathe, and that space becomes deeply compelling. The calm man appears unhurried, but he is never unprepared. Because he is not consumed by emotional noise, he sees what others miss. While reactive people rush to respond, he pauses to observe. And in that pause, he gains information, patterns, motives, shifts in energy that impulsive minds overlook. Calm creates perspective, and perspective creates advantage. Most people mistake speed for intelligence and intensity for awareness. Stoic presence dismantles that illusion. The calm man does not need to win every moment. He understands that timing matters more than immediacy. By remaining composed, he allows situations to unfold naturally. Others reveal themselves through their urgency, while he stays grounded, quietly assessing. This makes him appear almost prophetic, always slightly ahead, never surprised. Stoic philosophy teaches that foresight comes from restraint. When you are not reacting emotionally, you conserve mental clarity. That clarity allows you to anticipate outcomes rather than chase them. The calm man does not guess what will happen next. He watches behavior and lets patterns complete themselves. And when he finally acts, his actions are decisive because they are informed. The disciplined man understands that presence is not passive. It is alert stillness. It is readiness without tension. While others burn energy proving themselves, he accumulates leverage through observation. Calm gives him the luxury of patience, and patience gives him control of timing. That is why the calm man always seems one step ahead, because he sees the whole board while others are stuck reacting to the last move. Calm unsettles insecure people because it offers them nothing to push against. Insecurity looks for reaction, reassurance, and emotional engagement to feel real. When a man remains composed, steady, and unaffected, there is no leverage, no validation to extract, no emotion to hook into. And that absence feels threatening to those who rely on external feedback to regulate themselves. Calm exposes imbalance without ever pointing it out. Insecure people often mistake calm for judgment or superiority, not because the calm man is doing anything to them, but because his presence reflects what they lack. His restraint highlights their urgency. His steadiness highlights their volatility. This contrast creates discomfort. Some respond by trying to provoke him, others withdraw. Both reactions are attempts to escape the mirror that calm places in front of them. Stoic philosophy teaches that inner disorder seeks external distraction. When calm removes distraction, insecurity has nowhere to hide. This is why some people become restless or defensive around someone who is deeply centered. They feel seen without being observed, judged without being judged. Calm does not accuse, but it reveals. The disciplined man does not soften his presence to accommodate insecurity. He understands that his calm is not the problem, it is the standard. Those who are secure rise to meet it. Those who are not feel exposed by it. Either way, calm does its work silently, filtering without force, clarifying without words, and maintaining strength without conflict. The calm man does not need to prove his worth because his presence already communicates it. He does not rush to explain himself, justify his choices, or convince others of his value. Proof-seeking comes from insecurity. Presence comes from alignment. When a man is grounded in who he is, his behavior speaks louder than any argument ever could. He lets consistency do the talking. Most people exhaust themselves trying to be understood. They over-communicate, over-defend, and over-perform. The calm man steps out of that cycle entirely. He understands that people who are meant to understand him will do so without persuasion, and those who require constant proof were never listening in the first place. Presence eliminates the need for validation because it is self-contained. Stoic philosophy teaches that virtue is demonstrated, not announced. When you live in accordance with your values, your energy settles. You stop chasing approval and start embodying standards. This embodiment changes how others treat you. They sense boundaries without them being spoken. They feel confidence without it being displayed. Presence becomes a quiet declaration of self-respect. The disciplined man understands that proving is reactive, but presence is directive. When you are fully present, you set the tone. You do not ask to be taken seriously, you are, and in that state, attraction is effortless. Not because you tried harder, but because you stopped trying at all. Calm is not something you adopt, it is something you arrive at. It is the result of self-command, restraint, and inner order. When a man is truly calm, he is no longer pulled by provocation, urgency, or the need to be seen. He moves deliberately, he speaks intentionally, he listens more than he reacts, and in that stillness, his strength becomes undeniable. Calm is not the absence of power, it is power that has nothing left to prove. This is why calm endures while excitement fades. Excitement burns hot and fast, but calm carries weight. It does not depend on mood, validation, or external approval. Calm holds under pressure. Calm remains when others fracture. And because it is rare, it is felt immediately. People trust it, they respect it, they are drawn to it. The calm man becomes irresistible not by trying to attract, but by being unshakable. Stoic presence is the discipline of returning to center again and again. It is choosing composure over chaos, clarity over noise, and alignment over performance. When you embody calm, you stop chasing outcomes and start setting standards. You no longer ask how you are perceived. You focus on how you are grounded, and that grounding changes every interaction without a single word. If this message resonated, like the video, comment that you're choosing calm and discipline, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, and turn on notifications to officially become a Stoic soldier. Thank you for watching, for choosing presence over impulse, and for walking the Stoic path, where calm is not weakness but the highest form of strength.